Today we're going to work on blanching and chocking green vegetables. So I have some baby green beans, I have some broccoli, I have a pot that's size appropriate for the quantity of vegetables I'm going to cook. If I'm going to cook a large quantity of vegetables, I need to have a larger pot. Today I have a small quantity of vegetables, so I have a small pot. I also have a container to make an ice water solution out of that's going to act as part of my cooking process to shock the vegetables after they're done being blanched. In a traditional kitchen, I would usually have a larger strainer or a china cap to be part of that. The butter, the shallots, and the salt I have for a second addition to this video on reheating vegetables. So it's not part of the blanching and chocking. On the stove, I have boiling water, and you want to make sure that the water comes up to a full boil, and again, it's size appropriate. So if you're blanching a large quantity of vegetables, you need to have a larger pot. You can see that the water is boiling, so I'm going to add my green vegetables to the pot, my baby green beans in this case. So they're going to go into the water. I want to make sure that the water can come to a rapid boil again quickly. So again, this is size appropriate, so for the pot. I'm going to cook the vegetables in the water until I feel they're par cooked. Remember, this is just the beginning stages. Blanching is part of a multi-step process, so we're blanching and chocking in the hopes of reheating later. So they've simmered for approximately a minute or a minute and a half in the boiling water. I'm going to test them by putting it in the ice water so I can grab a hold of it. And then I'm going to test them to make sure they're cooked enough for me. I feel at this point they are. So I'm going to take my tongs and remove the green beans from the boiling water. In a professional kitchen, I would usually be using a spider. At home, I don't have a spider, and I'm using such a small quantity of vegetables today, I don't really need a spider to get the vegetables out. But in a professional kitchen, you'd probably be having a larger pot, and you could also use a basket strainer or some sort of other method to get the vegetables out of the water quickly. Because I have such a small quantity, I don't need that. Ouch, you can tell that I just burned my hand. Obviously, I should have had a towel in my hand. Here what I'm doing is I want to recirculate the ice water around the green vegetables. The green vegetables, the chlorophyll in the vegetable responsible for the green color is water soluble. So the longer the green vegetables are in the water, the more likely it is that the chlorophyll will leach out of the green vegetables, leaving them not as bright green. So you want to leave them in the water, both cooking and cooling as quickly as possible. So I've removed the green beans. I can do the same thing with any sort of other green vegetable. Today I have broccoli, so I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to put a small quantity of broccoli into my small pot, make sure it comes to a boil. Once I feel that the broccoli is cooked long enough, I will check the stem to make sure the stem is cooked. And I want to be careful of the floret or the top portion of broccoli to make sure it's not overcooked. So there I have my blanched and shocked green beans and blanched and shocked broccoli florets. And it's the same thing. We want to make sure that we pull them out of the water, both cooking and cooling as quickly as possible. So there we have it, blanching and chocking green vegetables. And this can be done for any sort of green vegetable.